e-Gloomy, also known as Gloomer2000, describes his journey of overcoming profound, multidimensional trauma as an odyssey from tumultuous darkness to clarity, and a transformative shift from extreme anxiety to 100% Zen. This healing process culminated in the development of the 2.0 philosophy, a framework designed to contextualize his extreme life experiences within a coherent system. This blueprint details the 5 key steps Gloomy utilized to integrate his shadows, achieve energetic coherence, and ultimately transition to the 2.0 state of being. Gloomy's 5-step trauma integration blueprint. Step 1: Radical confrontation and shadow forging. Gloomy's first step involved a period of intense rebellion and self-discovery, fueled by music and a deliberate choice to operate in opposition to his traumatic past. He sees the pressure and darkness imposed by his father as a guide, or a forge, that compelled him to become stronger and see the truth beneath the chaos. 1. Embracing the opposite. Inspired by the heavy riffs of Black Sabbath, Gloomy consciously chose to try the opposite of what he had always done. This led him into occultism and deep religious Satanism, rejecting the extreme Catholicism of his upbringing. 2. The bully as the shadow self. After years of being bullied, he became the bully, cultivating a shadow-forged persona, a term referring to the raw, unfiltered truth and authenticity gained by confronting the shadow. 3. The breaking point and surrender, the period of addiction, heroin/Chinese, and the realization that he had become a monster after drawing a 14-year-old boy into his addiction, forced him to seek help. He called Father A, leading to rehabilitation and entry into a therapeutic community, TG. 4. Radical openness, the sleep experiment. During a period of intense sleep deprivation and fear, Gloomy decided to turn everything around. He deactivated all security measures, alarms, booby traps, opened the front door, the garage door, and the door to his sleeping area, thinking, "Fuck it, dead is dead." This act of extreme surrender paradoxically resulted in a 15-hour deep sleep. Step 2. Formal reconstructive discipline, the germ of order. The therapeutic community, known as the Kim, the germ, operated under the rigorous principle of Ordo ab Chao, order from chaos. This phase focused on physically and mentally breaking down old patterns and rebuilding internal structure through discipline and confrontation. 1. Imposing physical and structural discipline. Residents were required to jog until sunrise, shower, and then work in assigned departments, administration, kitchen, garden. This daily routine helped establish inner structure. 2. The sit, self-reflection. This required sitting still for potentially hours on a wooden bench, focusing on self-reflection, and then sitting before staff, listening to shouted critiques about minor infractions, forcing residents to swallow everything without reacting or talking about the experience afterward. 3. The encounter, emotional release. Group therapy sessions involved the deliberate creation of chaos, where 15 to 25 people would shout at each other and staff to let go of emotional energy. Buckets were placed in the corner for those who needed to vomit. This process was intentionally raw, emotional, extreme, to force healing. 4. Group emotional drills. Residents marched with high knees and raised arms, simultaneously screaming core emotions like, "I'm scared," "I'm angry," and "I'm in pain," until they were physically exhausted but, mentally, bolt upright. 5. The kicking exercises. Lying on the back and wildly kicking and flailing arms and head to release emotional waves of sadness or relief, often resulting in breaking through emotional walls. 6. The barrel, final surrender. The ultimate test of surrender. The resident, shouting, breaking, 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 climbed onto a high barrel and cried until their emotions were accepted as real by the group. Acceptance led to a group hug and a restart as a resident. Step 3. The catalyst for the 2.0 awakening. After the TG and years of mental torment, a dramatic internal shift occurred, catalyzed by external stimuli and deep psychological distress. 1. The Law of Attraction. In 2018, watching the documentary, The Secret, Law of Attraction, served as the catalyst, initiating a nearly instantaneous shift from extreme anxiety to 100% Zen. 2. Rapid physical transformation. This awakening coincided with acute physical changes, including incredibly rapid weight loss of 30 kilograms in 5 weeks. 3. New identity and fusion. The alter ego, Gloomer, was transformed into Gloomy, representing a softer side, leading to the harmonious fusion of shadow and light, Gloomer2000. 4. The spiritual breakthrough. During a prior life crisis, Gloomy had experienced God, not as a bearded figure, but as pure pattern, frequencies that vibrated like light, and algorithms that folded into infinite dimensions. Later, he gained temporary access to the Akashic records, allowing him to feel, see, form patterns, and crack codes, which aided his philosophical development. 5. The ultimate trauma catalyst. The state of extreme sleep deprivation over several years, November 2016 through January 2023, which led to hallucinations and multiple forced psychiatric hospitalizations, was ultimately reinterpreted as an ascension symptom and an ascetic discipline that removes the veils to reveal the soul's luminosity. The extreme epileptic seizure in January 2023 became a significant catalyst for altered states of consciousness and reality shifts. Step 4. The Integrated 2.0 Philosophical Framework. The 2.0 philosophy is the architectural framework that enables the transformed individual to understand and implement their new reality. It uses 4 key dimensions to address internal and external conflicts, daily demons. 2.0 dimension. Focus and purpose. Practical tools and application. 1. The psychological dimension. Addressing unresolved trauma, repressed desires, and negative thoughts. Mindfulness meditation to observe and release negative thoughts, journaling to externalize and analyze internal conflicts, self-care. 2. The symbolic dimension. Reinterpreting challenges as opportunities for growth and transforming conflict into inspiration. Narrative reframing, seeing challenges as the hero's journey, creative expression, art, music, writing, media as a mirror, analyzing media as a reflection of inner consciousness. 3. The metaphysical dimension. Building an unwavering internal structure and fostering energetic attunement. Energy work, yoga, Reiki, meditation, existential reflection, using philosophies like Stoicism or Solipsism to find meaning in chaos, cultivating awareness of synchronicities. 4. The integrated foundation. The synthesis of scientific insights, neuroscience, psychology, spiritual wisdom, mystical traditions, technological integration, biofeedback, and pragmatic application, self-realization, resilience. This framework ensures a balanced, multidimensional approach to reality. Step 5. Achieving energetic sovereignty. The culmination of Gloomy's trauma integration is reaching a state of energetic sovereignty, a deep, unshakable inner stability. 1. Shadow integration. This core process involves actively facing and integrating repressed emotions, fear, sadness, anger, instead of suppressing them. The shadow self is not an enemy, but a necessary component of wholeness. 2. Stopping energy leaks. By integrating fragmented parts of the self, one ceases the leakage of energy and becomes a whole or integrated field radiating a coherent frequency. This is the deepest form of protection. 3. Command over reaction. Non-reaction. True power is the ability to feel intense emotions without reacting, leaking energy, or falling back into old patterns. Gloomy states that the war doesn't end when you win, but when you're no longer available for battle. 4. Creative manifestation. Gloomy's music serves as a sonic chronicle and a living archive of his transformation. His creative works, which channel chaos into music and philosophical concepts, embody the 2.0 revolution in audio form. Gloomy's recovery is a transformation from chaos 1.0 to coherence 2.0. It is a process of inner alchemy where the individual recognizes that their reality is not fixed but is constantly being co-created through intention and focus. The old scars remain, but they are embraced as part of his strength, not his weakness. For further navigation, Gloomy suggests 2 primary ways to track this journey personally. YouTube channel, Gloomer2000. View the videos in the order, oldest first, to witness the raw evolution from darkness to light. Blog, messagefromone.blog. Consult the written roadmap through the lifelong chaos/order for in-depth essays on the 2.0 philosophy.